Well, this is the roof of Sonar offices in Barcelona. I'm Enric Palau, co-director of Sonar Festival. Well, the original idea was to create a meeting point for artists, audience and professionals around electronic music and arts. That was in 1994. I think the main idea keeps being this one, and the changes are more related in the contents, I would say, and the size of the event, of course. The festival has been growing until it became a large event and one of the, of the main dates in the calendar for a lot of fans and professionals. I think it's very unpredictable because we are really based on. We are always looking for somebody that is really creating something new, artistically, and very much connected with technology. So the changes in the future for us will be linked to those concepts, the creation of the artists and the technology. Who can, of course, mobility is one fact that is going to be. It has changed a lot. Even the way that artists are performing and doing their jobs. That's of course a change already now, and it's going to be something that will give more changes in the future. Well, Sonar is connected with. Largely connected with technology. So we are always looking for artists using new technologies and creating new pieces of music and art through that technology. Even it's software, even it's hardware. Sometimes even it's self-made, because you can find now this very interesting. Link between equipment developer and artists that we find sometimes. The thing with the Pioneer equipment, I think, is very interesting because it gives the opportunity to the DJ, which is a traveling artist, to put the visual element and control that element through something which is very familiar to him, which is mainly equipment that is very similar to what he normally has in the DJ booth. I think it's really interesting to see the work of DJ Yoda, Hexstatic, the way they mix images with sound as they were mixing just records. Now they have the possibility to work on another format, which is the visual one. We like to explore and find artists that has a strong personality through the work they do. We like to explore also in a non-obvious territories. I mean, obvious territories would be, let's say, Anglo, British American, probably, because it's a market that sometimes is the main source for music. We like very much to explore other territories than these, finding new sounds, which is going to be the squee sound coming from Scandinavia this year, which is a very funny mix of kind of 8 beats music with with a funk flavor. We also like to present people that represents certain music style or a certain moment in history, which is the case of Yazoo this year, being one of the main bands, one of the beginners of the techno pop. And also we like very much to explore inside of our own territory. So we like to be kind of a platform to present the new talent coming out from Barcelona, Catalonia in Spain. I think I'm very curious to see the reaction of a night where we will be mixing madness and justice on the same stage with our Alcan and Diplo. I think is it can be a really good party that night. And then there's a lot of little things. I like very much a record that just came to our hands very recently, and we booked the act for the festival, which is a COH, a German artist that has been processing the voice of Così fan tutti and making just a whole album only processing this vocal element and turning this into an album that has kind of some pop melodies, rhythm, and pure experimentation, working very much on panoramics. Working on, since September last year, listening to a lot of music and watching new acts, and we just thought that there was a strong moment for female, in music. And also we start thinking on a question, not an answer, but more of a question if the female factor exists on music today. I mean, if this female factor exists on the way of the artists do their music, on the way they perform on stage, if that female side that everyone has it's relevant on that artistic process. So we ended up doing a lineup where women has a strong presence. I would say the strongest acts in the festival are women, which is from the kind of pop divas like Roisin Murphy or Goldfrapp or Camille, to pure experimentations with could be Tender Forever or First Aid Kit from Barcelona, to the kind of the real fighters from, I would say, MIA, Buraka Som Sistema. So there's going to be a large variety of music styles where the main character is a woman. And Bastardism, it comes from the mix of different styles you can find in music today, which is very, very interesting. It's very strong the way that people are mixing from rock to all electronic genres, which could be the case of Errol Arkan or Justice, to even music coming from other territories that could be even Africa, with the case of Konono #1 or Buraka Som Sistema, mixing these with booty and electro. So it's everything is possible, and I think it's really a very interesting moment where all these music styles get together.